Hi, Dr. Coates here. I'm going to walk you through some troubleshooting and some cleaning tips that you can do at home on your hearing aid. This is the Resound Quattro device. So I'll walk you through some specifics for this type of device. So in your cleaning kit, we provided for you, there's some different tools and supplies that you can use. When you first take it out at night, I usually have patients just kind of take a look at it, see if you see any oils from the skin on the outer part here, on either side, or if you see any debris on the back here where the microphones are located, or if you see any wax on the tip, because that's the most common concern, is the wax getting on the tip here. So to start, in your kit, there is a microfiber cloth. So these cloths you can get at the pharmacy, you can get at electronic stores. They work a little better than tissues, just so you don't have all the fibers coming off here. They work great for oils. So what you'll do is just kind of wipe around the back part here if you see any oil from the skin before you put it in the charger at night. For some people, you take it off and it's dry. You don't have to do that every night, but it is there if you need it. So there's step one. The next step is looking at the tip here. If you take it out of your ear and you see some wax, what you'll want to do is grab maybe one of these little alcohol pads. They don't have a lot of liquid to it, so it's safe to use around the tip here. You just want to make sure you don't get a lot of liquid in or around the back part. So what you can do is you just take this tip here, and I usually take the alcohol wipe and just wipe all the way around it. Just kind of helps keep it clean here, and it dries really quickly. So just wipe around the edge there, it gets it nice and clean. These alcohol prep pads, you can get them at the pharmacy, many different places, because they're used for a lot of different things. The next step is your cleaning brush. So the cleaning brush in your kit looks like this. It's like that. It's a multi-purpose tool, so you have the brush portion and then also a loop here at the end, which I'll show you, that can be used on your device. On the back of the hearing aid here, this is where the microphones are located at the top, and then on the back part here, about halfway down. This brush works well if you see any debris around the back. You just kind of wipe this here like this, very soft and gently. These devices are water resistant and also dust proof, so it's very rare that you'd get some debris in here, but you just take a look at it and brush it around if you see anything. So the other end, this little loop, what you can use for that is at the very tip here, see how there's that white piece in the middle? That's a wax filter that's built in. So it blocks wax from getting in deeper into the electronics. But this little loop here, you can use just very gently at the very tip here. If you see any wax, you can just pull it right out. Most of the time, this kind of level, we call it level 1 cleaning, will keep it working the way it should and keep that consistent sound for you day to day. However, if you feel like you're not hearing as well, you know it's charged, when you see the lights on the charger, everything seems to be working well, we'll move on to the level 2 troubleshooting. If wax got into the tip here and you can't clean it out with the tool, this dome piece actually does detach from the hearing aid. What you'll do is get a good grip from back behind here and just give it one good pull. So it comes off just like that. All right. Underneath here, this little white piece is what we call the wax trap or the wax filter. This sometimes can get blocked with wax. So even though the device is charged, everything's good, you just might not hear, it might not sound as loud or as clear as it should. In your kit, you'll see these little wax filters. So what you'll do is you'll open it up here and you'll take out one of these sticks. There's an empty end and there's the replacement at the other end. You'll take this removal tool line it up straight with the wax filter, just like that. Give it one good push and it pulls it out. So there it is. So it's empty in there. I usually recommend just take a look, see if you see any wax in there. If there is, typically we have to clean it out for you. So just give us a call. Then flip it over to replace it with the new one. So you'll replace it with the new one here. Just give it one good push and it will grab it automatically there for you. So there you go. Replace the wax trap. Now the dome needs to go back on the end. The domes you don't have to change all the time, every time you do this, but if you have changed the wax trap a few times and used the same dome, I will go ahead and switch it out because the more you take it on and off, it can stretch. You see those two ridges too? You want to make sure that this tip goes over the two ridges and lines up with the box. So I'm going to take this piece, line it up just right, give it a good push, check underneath, make sure it lines up. So that lined up there. You can also do kind of a pull test to make sure that it's on there nice and secure. Once you replace that, test it out and see if everything's working the way it should. If it's not, just give us a call and we'll check on your warranty and get it fixed for you in the office, in the lab.